Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today deck that you knew has to happen. Shigeki Golgari Control with Deadly Cover-Up and Urgent Necropsy. So man, this deck absolutely crushed it in Mythic, so I think you will like it. You will see all the meta decks and they have one thing in common. They lose to us. Alright, let's go into games. I know you want to see it in action. We'll talk more about the deck in the outro. So have fun, and if you're unsubscribed and you like Golgari, show your support and support your favorite archetype. So have fun. Alright, we're going first with the Mortuary, the best land ever. And we have good colors, so it's fine. You know what, I'm taking it. It's not... It might be a dead draw. Blue. Blue consider. Oh, Zultai. Alright, this might be interesting. I think this might be a very good card, guys. Oh. Okay. I don't know what exactly they are doing then. But I know I will keep it and mess it up. We're not exiling this, we're exiling the target, because if they play this card, this is a very bad card overall. The only upside is when you are using your graveyard heavily. So they probably are in some way. However, I won't deny a ramp, alright? Like, it's too good. This is a good card to counter, honestly. It depends how many counter spells do they have. I really hope they won't do it. They will do it. Alright, it's fine. You know, I cry on the inside, but it's fine. Let's see if we can untap. This is a problem because we actually missed the 4th land, and that's a pretty huge one. Man, we can exile both of those cards. This is... and draw a card. Man, this is so good. But at the same time, they must have some synergy beyond those cards. Especially now that they hit 3. And look at them. They had card advantage at the start, and they're already at 4 cards. So they're actually already behind on value, because this is such a low value card. Sure. Okay, extremely nice draw. Extremely nice draw. You know what? I think we're in a good spot. I don't think... with this perfect draw, I don't think we need to be super, you know, worried. Oh, well, sure. Okay, perfect. This is... no, it's an instant. Well, so they can cast it. Alright, we take 1 damage then. They have something, but it could be just this. So we could de-end this, but you know what, let's go like this, because I think this hits most of their deck. I don't see green, so it's not emergency. So if they counter it, that's fine. If they just use the gaze, there's nothing we could do to prevent it anyway. Is that just the, you know, the G? Oh, this might be the monastery deck. Yeah, that would make sense, right? All the cards match. So it's... okay, so it's Mentor Reanimator probably. However, that means we can get all the... man, I have to say, Sorin is so underrated. This card won me so many games, it's not even funny. Oh, I just took 5 damage, it's fine. So our opponent has nice turn for him. I really wanted to set up Sorin, so I needed to tap out fully. So now he has, you know, all the options. He might take the Djinn back from the graveyard. It is likely. He didn't cast any reanimation spells. Here it is. It's fine. It's fine. Down to 2 cards. The problem for him is that Long Goodbye cannot be countered, so we are guaranteed to kill Djinn whenever we like. And look at us. Even though Sorin loves draining our life total, man, do I really need to draw every single deadly cover-up from my deck with this Sorin? Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is actually a little bit annoying. Alright. Man, this is what I need to do for this extra mana. I know that I can attack with Djinn, right? So, kill the Djinn, so that's pretty good. Alright. I cannot really target it, it's an instant speed, so they will always find a way to play it anyway. But the fact that this cannot be countered is so huge. I can just, you know, be super free about it. I can wait until the last moment. It still will work. Also, it will make it better because they need to reanimate it at sorcerer speed later. So this is a lethal, right? And they really like using the lethal to kill us. So let's kill the Jin as we wanted. Cannot be countered. Such a cool wording. A lot of cards that cannot be countered lately, huh? After the caverns. So where we are in this game, we are okay. If he doesn't have counterspell, I think he loses. It would be a little bit better to keep drawing lands with Sorin instead of dealing 10 damage to myself. I have a land for this turn, so you know what? We have some options. So he will cast it at the end step. That means he will tap his last blue mana, and then I can go for the end and get rid of all the Jins from the deck. Then we just need to worry about monastery thingy. Listen, sorry. Like, you did too much so far, right? Please help me a little bit, bro. Like, I showcased you so nicely that you are the best planeswalker, underrated. Like, don't make me look bad right now. You need to, you know, draw those lands for 0 life card advantage. Here we go. Enjoy. Alright, here's the reanimation. They're not playing the best version, I think. I don't believe Evangelist is worth it. And see, a well-timed the end means the end. That was the kind of joke you are watching the videos for. Oh, it was so bad. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Our opponent is pretty reasonably ranked, so there is a serious chance he's playing aggro. That means our hand should be okay. Here we go. Oh, alright, live game. I think we know everything right now. Oh boy, do you say no to this card? Oh boy, man, this is so huge. We should have enough draws after, but the problem is we probably will miss land drop because of it. However, our rest of the cards go 1 for 1 most of the time, so I think we need this kind of effect. Vanguard, alright. It's also funny because you can long goodbye cards that are, you know, worded basically. And so I can miss the turn 3, I cannot miss turn 2. You know, I think we should be, I think we won. I honestly think we won right now. That's not enough, that's not explosive enough opening. Recruiter. Okay. So I mean, we killed the Vanguard, right? I think this hits their whole deck. So this one is a bit worse removal in this situation. So this prevents 5 damage, I believe. That's a lot. That is a lot. And we want to keep playing stuff, so we fill our graveyard a little bit. Okay, I didn't check the types, but there's no artifact or enchantment, so no. Very nice. This is the card we want to see. This is their bad draw for our matchup. Officer. Officer is nice, to be fair. This is a strong card. Live game doesn't matter at all. They're not going with the veterinary. They absolutely should. No harm in passing the phase. We also know that they don't have, you know, they don't have instants. Kinda expected, but you know, it's always good to know, for sure. Alright, so what do we go for? They have extremely low value right now. I mean, like, super low value. If we play Sorin and keep drawing cards, that means we deadly cover up on the next turn. They can cast... okay, so what is their best draw? Let's pretend they have, like, Vanguard and Recruiter. So this is 3. This is human, right? So 4, 7... Moment. 4, 7... 10. Okay, they can absolutely kill us with this draw. Man, this is actually insane. Our opponent doesn't realize that we really need to, you know, count the cards. And I think this should be good enough interruption. They don't have too much, like, you know, interaction with the other decks, so they probably cannot deal with the vampire in easy way. They also need to split damage for Sorin if they want to prevent it. Instantly. Well, sure. Alright, I guess that's not the case. Oh, that was too easy. Cool. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. However, I'm really good at magic, so I drew the card. Let's go for the evidence. We go what? This and we get rid of Recruiter because this is the card that is the most scary from their whole deck. Because it gives haste to everything. The second one is Knight of Chaos. Alright, so they can still play something. You know, 2 damage a turn with flying is something. However, okay, so they are playing both of them, they don't have place. Because if they played something else, we could go for the cottage maybe. Alright. I honestly will go for this, because this means I'm not missing lands. That's how we do it. Oh, that's good, thank you. Didn't expect a 1-drop on top of it, but sure, I'll take it. I mean, can I hit something? Reveal a creature. I don't know, man. I don't think we have. Anyway. They don't have haste. Let's be aggressive. We will show our opponent how it's done. So, Cavern of Souls, no targets really. The mana should be good enough, so we will go with the ramp first. Let's go for the black mana, and we can draw the card. They don't have anything on ground, so I'm not casting Talia right now, I don't need her. Evangelist! Alright, this is an exile target probably. Alright. Do I really want to draw a card? So I exiled it. Yeah, I think this is slow enough, right? This way we slow them enough that it shouldn't kill us, so we don't need to find different answers. If that was too much of a, critical mass, we would just need to play differently. Yeah, let's go with it. This is an annoying card right now. And we also fill our graveyard. Alright, that's fine. I actually don't mind it. Let's surveil, so our next draw... Oh boy, this is a good draw. That also means we don't go for Talia. Everything has flying, but the fact that we got rid of the haste effect changes the game absolutely. Like, the whole game is now different. Alright. Yeah, this should be doom for our opponent. Let's draw the card. I have nothing. And see, when we don't have decisions, we don't overthink it, but that should be it. I'm playing like this. And let's live game. We do it because of the live game. And that will mean that we cannot get bursted so easily, and we'll keep drawing cards that are way better than our opponent has. By the way, if we hit Shigeki Robbery, game instantly ends. But even if we don't, our normal cards are better than theirs, generally. And we will be able to raise them soon, because our damage is so much better than theirs. Alright. And we can use the food token, right? We can even go for Talia, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. Oh, that's a your go moment, my friend. Alright, and we go for this. And I mean, we play Talia. She keeps this in check. So they need some extra creatures to tap and give it 2-3. And let's start. So, yeah, they lost. With this draw, they lost. Even if they had something, they were already on the verge of losing. But this is just... Look at this, man. Like, look how much we are just pressuring them. Well, who's the aggressor now? Man, I love just smirking aggro decks with my creatures that are also lands and provide mana. And I don't think he has any draw in the deck that wins him the game right now. And we keep Takenuma, it's a good card, in case something goes wrong. Talia, great. Well, now he needs to kinda defend, right? Man, this will be a force block. Oh, I know you want the robbery. But this is how we win, guys. You know, I need to make those nice wins, you know? And look at all the food tokens, man. We don't exile anything from our graveyard. Man, we can live gain 15 with this. And they have to block. They need to start sacrificing creatures. And also they don't really want, you know, to trade creatures, but they kinda have to. So, I hope he has a way to kill us in one turn without Recruiter that got exiled from the deck. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. We beat top 1000 Mythic with one of the meta decks, so you know, it's going good. Alright, let's check out this hand. We are going first, alright, good start. And Mortuary. Man, I cannot convey how much I love those decks. They are just insane. I actually want to draw a land. Oh man. I might regret it so hard. Alright, this can be the downside of playing this first, but we made a good call in the end. That also increases our land, potentially, so maybe we won't miss the 4-drop. The Underdog, alright. This is a really good draw. This cottage is amazing. It has very good mana base, and also just, you know, gives us all the options. And we can Terra Sunder on the next turn, which means we don't really care about this damage. We do care about the Planeswalker, that is super annoying though. I don't love what I see, alright? Let's be clear about this part. So I need a land. I kinda like Izoni. I need to Terra Sunder main phase, which means we don't kill the Underdog. Maybe we just we get rid of Go for the Throat, right? It's kinda okay. Oh, this is really painful. My cards are like, every card does a little bit different function, so whatever I discard, it hurts me a lot. Okay, just making sure. Oh, 5. I mean, I can go for both of those. Listen, if you get this kind of occasion, you don't waste it. And that's a Planeswalker. Man, you helped me do it, and the Surveil strikes back. The land got even better. Nice, man, this is nice. And now I have Izoni, so I can go for the evidence. Of course I need mana, but you know, we are getting there. I wonder if they go for... It's fine.
No more distractions.
Oh, it's so fine right now. Come on, man.
We all have things we'd rather.
Man, this is brutal. He's destroying his own hand as well, but it hurts me more than it hurts him. You know? We could try to gamble that we draw a land. We exile this and we kill Liliana. That would be insane. And you know what? I'm going there. I'm taking the risk. I'm good at Magic. Man, I'm so good at Magic. And this solves everything. See? This was the insane high roll play. And hitting land is pretty reasonable, especially that we didn't draw too many early game. So, it looks better, doesn't it? It looks so much better. Let's go for this one and draw. Man, I loved it. Man, those new cards are so fun. I wish Magic was always... See, he's so behind. Because this is a ramp spell that gives us extra land, but also gives us a card back. So we don't lose value, we gain more tempo, and we have more powerful plays. And our opponent just falls super behind. Alright guys, we are going first. Man, going first with this kind of ramp is just insane, man. I love this card so much. You know, it can be slow, alright? To be fair, it can be slow, but when you get it going, man, it's just... too perfect. Shigeki, go. You need to defend us, bro. Like, Shigeki, bro, you need to, like, keep us alive for a lot of turns. Because we are... Like, I guess we're pretty okay, right? Because this ramps us directly into 5, but we still need to draw a land, right? And our... Man, they only have 4 of those cards, but somehow they always hit it on turn 2. Right? It's so weird. And to be fair, just probably, you know, confirmation bias. You probably just don't like seeing it, so you always remember it more than the other plays. That's how I try to think, alright, at least. So, Shigeki. We deadly cover up on the next turn, because we will be dead in 2 turns. Hold the line, bro. Already 1 damage prevented, potentially more. It's interesting because this kind of forces them to go with Warden play, which is way slower. Like, imagine, they're wasting right now 3 damage to increase 1 damage for a future part of the game. Playing on 2 lands, easy. Yep, just make more. Easy. You can hit 2 of them as well. However, look at this. They used so much of their potential just to deal 4 damage, basically. And Shigeki preventing so much damage, even though it can only block here, right? But it also prevented all of those from attacking because he doesn't want to lose them. Listen. Listen. Shigeki, thank you for your service. You were great. And now our opponent needs to replay the game with normal circumstances, you know, without double gleeful demolition. You need to play fair magic right now, and I know you hate it. Oh, so sad. You know what? Oh, so cute. They have third gleeful demolition. They actually have the third one. In 11 cards, can you imagine being so good at magic? However, I don't think it super matters, right? We go into the night time right now. That's good, and we have really good plays overall, because we are activating the cottage. Field of Ruin. I mean, I actually want black mana more than I want Field of Ruin. I don't think there are many good targets, if any. Bruh. Cards? I mean, this board doesn't win. Like, he needs to play something into it. Sure. Absolutely love it. So if I go like this, I cannot do the thing. I cannot do the thing. If I activate Celestus, I also cannot do the thing. Oh, I would love to go into the nighttime. Or daytime. Sure. Oh, it's an instant, of course. I should know it. They're creatures, but I don't think we can double target in any way, right? Not enchantment, not artifact, so it is what it is. So I think they have Recruiter, so their hand is absolutely insane so far. After the sweeper, they didn't lose a beat in the end. However, maybe we can catch them off guard with something. And there's a cool trick here. I can activate the cottage. Oh no, never mind. I lack 1 mana. My turn. They're not attacking. See? They're learning. They're learning. This is a good card that gets a lot of value. I honestly think the end might be good enough. It destroys the biggest card, you know? And it also shows us what they have. It's not the card we really want to exile, but it's okay. It's okay. It also, you know, fuels the Necropsy for future, in case we have some good targets. Well, I'm just being good at magic, man. What can I say? Just absolute best player ever. Alright, let's get our crew for the day, and we double spelled. You know what? I think we have better cards. This is good, but we have better cards, and we definitely want to make sure that there are no lands on top. So they can keep playing stuff, but they're really slow about it. Alright, so they will draw a card. That means we cannot target it with Necropsy. I said something else, I think. Alright, so. Let's go with Sorin. The mana is weird, but it should be okay. And honestly, I think we want the vampire first. I usually don't see. If you choose the right ability, they scoop. Man, they had triple gleeful demolition instantly after a sweeper, and we still won against them. So I mean, pretty darn good. Alright guys, we are going first with double. Man, I really like the card. You can, you know, it can be slow sometimes, but when you get it going in the right spot, drawing cards on top of round, those are 2 things I love the most. Playing clans so I can play my cool spells, and then playing my cool spells. It's crazy. We activate Boseiju, we don't have any other play, so you know, we will get there. And our opponent is playing, let's see. Okay, it still can be a counter spell, but you know what, we are going with it. They should counter it if they can. This is such a good value, man. Oh, I hate counter spells. I mean, when my opponent is playing them. However, you know, don't get excited. They're just 1 for 1. There's nothing special about them. However, what we can do is play this. I really think we go with Celestus. I would even consider going Sky Turtle, man. Man, if I had this ramp, I would already win the game, because I would cast Deadly Cover-Up, he would be tapped, I would kill the Djinn and exile it. And I had 6 evidence because... Oh no, I wouldn't. Okay, never mind. Scrap that thought. I wouldn't win. But it would still be good. Alright. Passing the turn, which is something we generally really like. Listen, this is okay, but this is not the card for now. This is way better. This is honestly way better. So. I mean, I could even raise him, but I don't think it will work. I think we'll go like this and see if he wants to counter. We don't really have other plays, but I hope it resolves, alright? I might be wrong, but I hope it resolves. It's not a great target at this point of the game. Sure, that's actually really perfect for me. So he wants to stack the Djinn, so, you know, that's why he was so excited about it. Let's go for black mana. But the more, like, they're using counter spells to soft tap our lands, and that's generally pretty good for us. However, they probably can protect the Djinns, so we need to be aware of things. I'm pretty sure they will counter it, but I hope the second one will hit, and I hope that I won't die instantly. So, let's go with this one first. So this will get hard count. Hello? Nice make disappear, bro. I didn't expect this will go so easy. Man, Golgari crushing them. Alright guys, and I know you're excited to know what performed, what didn't, what was good about the deck. And oh boy, we need to talk. I think there are a lot of cool stuff. Like, this is the type of Golgari Control I really miss playing. So if you are like me, you probably will like it a lot. So first things first, let's start while you are watching, because there are some interesting crafts in this deck. Izoni, Center of the Web. I'll be honest guys, I played this card because I wanted to check it. I didn't really use it, and I honestly think Akrazot is better in this slot. I wanted to try it because, bro, like, if we are not playing it in Golgari, where would we ever play this card? It didn't come into play, but it's not as strong as Akrazot because it's one creature that absolutely creates basically game-winning pressure over multiple turns. And with this kind of Golgari where you don't have memory deluge, you need to be kinda efficient with the cards. This kinda dies to a Sunfall, so against control decks you don't get any value. Akrazot can be hard to answer, so I honestly think if you don't have this card, you can just go Akrazot and you probably will be better. But if you like the card, it still fits the deck. So, you know, I will probably keep playing this version because I like cards like this and I want new cards in my decks. Sis, this is a pretty nice card, man. Exile effect, fact that it cycles itself and also life gains, and the keyword is exile up to 2 target cards. It means that you don't need to have target, you can just cast it as an instant. I really like the card, and the fact that it has the backside, or you know, the other mode for destroying all artifacts and enchantments. In some matchups, this card will win you the game. It didn't come into play, but I really like this addition, and Golgari mana perfectly answers, you know, the mana cost. Urgent Necropsy, card you are probably the most excited about and want to know how it performs. So, let me think. This will be harsh. No, it won't. I like the card. I honestly think it's a really very good card. It feels like, you know, what was this? Cataclysm? Whatever. It was the Casualty. Casualties of War or something like it. And this one is cheaper, however you need more graveyard to play it. I didn't want to go into self-mill because I don't think it's worth it for a single card, and when you play control you have graveyard over time, always. So it's just usually not turn 4 play, but sometimes it is. With Surveillance you have very nice synergy. You have seen even getting rid of Path of Peril means that you already have half of the evidence paid by this single card. If you cast They Went This Way, you already can cast it on turn 4 for 6 mana, and that's enough to cover everything basically. What I think is that you probably don't want to play 3. I'll be honest, I increased it. I even crafted the 4th one for this video, and in the end I cut it because I thought it's way too much. So yeah, rip my wild card. I did it for you guys. Like the video if you want to make it up for me. Urgent Necropsy is something that you probably want to play like 2 of. I think so, because this is not your prime removal. It's one of those tricky cards that during the game gives you 4 for 1. If you can make it right, and this is the type of card you want to do it. It's not your main removal, that's why we play still Go for the Throats and Long Goodbyes, and even Assassin's Trophy. This is situational. I really liked it because with Shigeki Loop, there are scenarios when you can absolutely destroy all of the lands from your opponent if they run 1 basic. Over time you can make sure that they won't be able to cast their spells on top of a Robbery. And yeah, Robbery is a great addition to the deck. Just because it's a win con that hits library, so it really cannot be interacted with again with any deck that doesn't run blue. And yeah, with Shigeki you can get it back. It's not legendary, unlike other win cons usually. So you just draw cards, you play land every single turn, which makes your Shigeki better. This is a really nice combination. This is basically endless value at the cost of your opponent's library. So, like, he's getting behind, he's getting a timer, and you are getting card advantage. Like, bro, it's pretty good. They Went This Way, card that I didn't see too much used so far, but I really personally like it. The only downside is that it's 3 mana ramp, like a Stomper, and you don't get a creature, but instead you get a card. And you know, I like cards more than creatures, so for me it's a perfect fit. We run 6 basics, so I think it's good enough. Alright, worst case, even if you run out of basics somehow, you get the most unlucky draw ever, you can still just investigate, so you don't even lose the card. It's just, okay, I just overpay a bit of mana. So I really liked it. Sorin carrying a lot of games. In the first version I didn't have Sorin, and I thought that I don't have enough card advantage. With Sorin you could think, even though he literally always draws Deadly Cover-Up and nothing else, and this hit me for 15, I believe, in today's video. Sorry, you did 15 for 3 cards. It still was good, because you still get an extra card. So, yeah, the deck is really cool. If you can, you know, get your thing going, it's just an absolute juggernaut. And don't forget, the channel cannot be countered, so they cannot interact with both of the channel sides. So if you play against Control, you can extract so much from their deck. The end. Robbery, Deadly Cover-Up, all those things, you know, hit where it hurts Control's decks, in the cards, in their library, in their synergies, in their win cons, and you can get them back forever. So you can really put a clock even against Control decks, especially with all the Field of Ruins, Mirex, and Cottage. So I was talking too long about it, but I'm seriously excited for Golgari. This is literally the archetype I missed so much with Dimir, and we'll make more. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this kind of decks, don't forget to like and share. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and yeah, it gets recommended more. So if you want to spread Golgari love, you know what to do. And really thank you guys for being so supportive. As always, you are what makes this channel so awesome for me. So thank you for that, and see you tomorrow.
With